If you are one of our dear and very valuable subscribers, welcome back. If you are not, we also greet you and thank you for sharing this time with us here now, and we would love if you consider to join us in this community by subscribing today, so that you don't miss our future videos which are oriented to Christians and others willing to learn from the teachings of Jesus, or the huge range of lessons we can learn from what is surrounding Christianity, independently of any denominations, but with a variety of content, which is made to help serving our soul's needs, by sharing knowledge, bring ease, motivation, inspiration, prayers, and other common topics in life's journey, with an open mind to every and respect to all Christians in our community, and to their own approach to the teachings of Jesus and the whole world of beliefs which have risen around the Christianity throughout time. We wish that we can help you to fulfill some of those spiritually oriented needs, or while going through life situations, in which we all need support from one another, sharing experiences, our faith, values, etc. It is an honor and tremendous pleasure for us to be allowed to enter your hearts. So, we welcome you to join us in our common love for Jesus and for one another, independently where you are in this beautiful world. In this video, we will be exploring the topic of finding true rest and peace during difficulties. We will be drawing insights from a testimonial of a person who had a near-death experience and the revelations they received from God. We will also aim to provide practical means by which Christians have for centuries, and still can pursue and attain that state of rest that God desires for them. As you listen, we encourage you to consider the choices you make in pursuing rest and discerning the voice of God amid life's challenges. Join us on this journey towards a deeper understanding of true rest and hearing God's voice and guidance. According to a testimonial from a person who had a near-death experience, or so-called NDE, she reveals having asked during her visit to the afterlife, "What was the purpose of having so much struggle in this life?" We can use the answers to reveal several insights that can be practical in the day-to-day. Here those are. 1. God desires for us to have true rest, not just when things are going well in our lives, but also in the midst of troubles and difficulties. 2. Pursuing true rest requires laboring for it and making intentional choices to listen and obey God's voice. 3. Discernment is key in distinguishing between our own thoughts, the voice of the enemy, and the voice of God. 4. Spending time with the Lord helps us recognize His voice more easily and discern where our thoughts are coming from. 5. Obedience to God's voice is essential in finding true rest and peace in our souls. In summary, these insights provide practical means by which Christians can pursue and attain true rest, even in the midst of life's challenges. Now, we need to explain that while the original testimonial talks about having peace in the midst of problems, in here we refer to it as living in a state of rest, which we consider as the state in which is described to have a life filled in such a way that nothing can shake us inside. In any case, both terms can be used in similar form if the understanding you have got is clear, which is the most important thing. Before we embark to explore the practice of Christian contemplation, which is a practice that helps us have that restful state, you may be wondering if it's similar to other forms of meditation you've heard of, like mindfulness or transcendental meditation. And while there are certainly similarities in terms of the focus on quieting the mind and connecting with a higher power, Christian contemplation offers something unique: the opportunity to connect with the God of the Bible and experience His presence in a powerful way. In fact, Christian contemplation has been practiced by believers for centuries, and has deep roots in the rich history of the Christian faith. It draws on ancient traditions and practices, such as Lectio Divina and the Jesus Prayer, that have been passed down through the generations. So, if you're looking to deepen your spiritual practice, there's no need to look outside of Christianity. All the tools and resources you need to connect with God and experience His peace and presence can be found within the rich traditions of our faith. Now, let's continue our exploration of Christian contemplation and discover the many benefits it can bring to our lives. To recap, we have drawn insights from a testimonial of a person who had a near-death experience and the revelations they received from God. Also, we understood that we have to strive towards finding true rest and peace in the midst of life's challenges. We have also said that Christian contemplation is a centuries-old practice that involves deepening our relationship with God through intentional silence, stillness, and focused attention on His presence. By practicing Christian contemplation, we can learn to quiet our minds, discern the voice of God, and cultivate a deeper sense of rest and peace within our souls. Building on that, in this segment, let us explore the practice of Christian meditation, or Christian contemplation step by step, as the means through which we can hear God's voice, guidance and attaining true rest in our souls, all together, enhance our spiritual and physical experience in life. It is important to highlight that while the Bible does not specifically use the term meditation, there are many examples of prayerful contemplation and reflection in Christian tradition, which can be seen as a form of meditation. In fact, the practice of meditation has been a part of Christian tradition for centuries, particularly among contemplative orders of monks and nuns. In Matthew 6:6, Jesus encourages his followers to go into your room, close the door and pray to your Father, who is unseen. This can be seen as an invitation to engage in quiet reflection and contemplation, a form of meditation that involves stilling the mind and heart in order to connect more deeply with God. One form of Christian meditation is called centering prayer, which involves sitting in silence and focusing on a single word or phrase, such as Jesus, love, or peace. The goal is to quiet the mind and open the heart to the presence of God. Other forms of Christian meditation may involve the use of sacred music. Taking a closer look at how to practice Christian contemplation, here are the practical steps to get started. 1. Find a quiet and comfortable place where you can sit or kneel comfortably, free from distractions. Now, let's make a short clarification. Mantra in popular culture is used to name another word, or as an adjective, which is repeated continuously. Mantra is a very term coming from Hindu traditions used in modern colloquial dialogue, which in here we will use to help everyone who could be aware of it, and just for practical purposes, but it is also good to clarify that, in Christianity it has been defined, or named, as prayer word or prayer phrase. For centuries. So getting back to the next step, number 2. Choose prayer word, prayer phrase or mantra that represents your intention to be in God's presence. Examples could be Jesus, peace, love, mercy, or be still and know. 3. Begin repeating your chosen word or phrase silently to yourself, slowly and rhythmically, allowing it to become a focal point for your attention. If your mind wanders or becomes distracted, gently and lovingly bring it back to your mantra and refocus your attention on God's presence. 4. Allow yourself to simply be in God's presence, without any specific agenda or expectation, and be open to any insights, impressions, or feelings that may rise. 5. Continue this practice for a period of 10 to 20 minutes, ideally in the morning and evening, and gradually increase the time as you become more comfortable with the practice. By practicing Christian contemplation regularly, we can learn to cultivate a deeper sense of rest and peace in our souls, as well as enhance our spiritual connection with God. So, take some time today to try this practice and see how it can transform your life. But wait, don't leave us yet, because we won't leave it here. Since this is meant to be a personal experience, we want to give you also another set we see as very valuable. It helps us to achieve the same, but explained with more details, so that you can choose what fits best for you. Whether you already knew and want to improve, or you want to start to practice today, we offer you the means to select what fits best for you. These steps are: 1. Preparation. Find a quiet and comfortable place where you can sit and be free from distractions. You may want to light a candle or play soft music to create a peaceful atmosphere. 2. Posture. Sit in a comfortable position with your back straight, your feet flat on the ground, and your hands resting on your lap. You can close your eyes or keep them open, whichever helps you focus better. 3. Breath. Take a few deep breaths to help you relax and clear your mind. You can repeat a short prayer or verse from Scripture as you breathe, such as "Be still and know that I am God," Psalm 46:10. 4. Focus. Choose a word or phrase that represents God's presence or a particular attribute of God, such as love, peace, or mercy. Repeat this word or phrase silently to yourself, allowing it to fill your mind and draw your attention to God's presence. 5. Letting go. As you focus on God's presence, allow your thoughts and feelings to arise and pass without judgment or attachment. Simply observe them and let them go, returning your focus to your chosen word or phrase. 6. Resting. As you continue to meditate, you may experience a sense of peace, stillness, or even a deeper connection with God's presence. Allow yourself to rest in this experience, without striving or trying to make anything happen. 7. Ending. When you are ready to end your meditation, take a few deep breaths and slowly return to your normal awareness. You may want to say a short prayer of gratitude or simply sit in silence for a few moments before getting up. To conclude and summarize, God wants us to be in restful state at all times. To listen to His voice and guidance. To be obedient to it. How can we achieve that state of rest? By practicing Christian meditation or so-called contemplation, or centering prayer. This practice has been available for Christians for centuries, although not commonly known within all groups and spheres of Christian knowledge and sharing. It is available to you today. The practice of Christian contemplation offers us a powerful tool for finding true rest and peace in our souls, even in the midst of life's challenges. By intentionally setting aside time to be in God's presence, we can deepen our spiritual connection with Him and experience a sense of calm and clarity that transcends our circumstances. To practice Christian contemplation, it's important to find a quiet space free from distractions, such as a private room or a natural setting. Settle into a comfortable position, either sitting or lying down, and begin to focus on your breath or the chosen word or phrase. Allow thoughts and emotions to come and go without judgment, and return your attention to the breath or the word whenever you become distracted. With regular practice, Christian contemplation can deepen your relationship with God, increase feelings of peace and calm, and promote a greater sense of spiritual connection. Whether you're a long-time Christian or new to the faith, Christian contemplation is a practice that anyone can benefit from. So, we encourage you to take some time today to try this practice for yourself and see how it can transform your spiritual journey. And remember, like any spiritual practice, Christian contemplation requires discipline, patience, and persistence. But the rewards of this practice are immeasurable, as it can help us to connect with God in a more intimate way, enhance our relationships with others, and bring greater peace and purpose to our lives. So, we invite you to join us on this journey of spiritual growth and discovery, as we explore the many facets of Christian contemplation and the transformative power it holds. Thank you for watching, and may God bless you on your life's journey.